Hello friends! My name is Jenna, but you guys can call me Jen, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the start of another weekend reading vlog. I'm in the car, in the back seat, waiting for mom and dad to get in from buying coffee at a store right now. And it's really bright and sunny outside. It's lovely. It's the weekend, and it is a long weekend here in Canada. Doesn't really mean anything to me because, well, it does mean because I don't teach on Monday then, but I always end my vlogs on Mondays anyways, so that's exciting. More days for reading, I guess, because it's Canadian Thanksgiving, so that's fun. We're not really having a Thanksgiving. We were going to and have my cousin and his wife and their 2 kids over, but because we just kind of entered code orange here where I am, we decided it's probably not a great idea. So mom talked to Adrian and my cousin's wife and was like, hey, we know you have 2 littles at home. One of them goes to school, but all 3 of us in this household work, so we don't really know if it's a good idea to have Thanksgiving this time around. And actually in this past 24 hours we had our most cases ever in a day added, so things are going down. But you know, that's all things. But yeah, so no real like huge Thanksgiving. We're still gonna have like turkey and ham and pumpkin pie and stuff, but it's just gonna be us. It's the weekend. What am I reading this weekend? As we know, I have so many books on the go. I have them stacked now next to my bed to just visually see how many books I'm in the middle of, and there's so many. And then I went and started another book to start a video, another video. So that's great. So now I have many books on the go. I think I have 9 or 10 now. So there's gonna be a lot of reading this weekend. My goals, I think, are going to be to finish the Kingdom of the Wicked arc that I've been reading now forever. I am now like 27% of the way through, so I'm gonna try and finish that one and write the review this weekend to put it up on NetGalley. So that's just off my plate. And then I'm gonna try and finish, I think, The Diviners, because I'm currently buddy reading that with Charles, and we're both around at the same spot, and it is so compulsively readable that I feel like I can in the next few days like finish it. It's creepy, spooky, amazing, the best fall vibes, the perfect tone for this time of year. I'm loving it. And yeah, so there's those 2 for sure gonna be reading, and I would love to wrap up another book on that pile, hopefully an Ember in the Ashes, because my god, that was supposed to be finished in September. It's the start of a new weekend and I'm hoping that it goes well. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys, tomorrow, Saturday, is my very first writing sprint live stream, because I am trying to finish Project Dream before the end of October, and I'm officially, I believe, 16,000 words into draft 2, so hopefully I can keep going with that. And tomorrow I'm hosting some live writing sprints and I'm very excited about it. So if you missed them, they will be up on my channel that you can go back and watch and listen to and work through. You can even use them as reading sprints. I think I'm just gonna do 20-minute sprints over and over and over kind of thing, like a Pomodoro method almost. But yeah, very excited about that. And then Sunday I have book club with my friends, so really nothing a whole lot is going on, and we're doing a virtual book club anyways. So yeah, this weekend's gonna be fun. I have a feeling. Anyways, longest intro clip ever, but I'm kind of bored just sitting in my car. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys a little later. Hello, my lovely friends. Happy Saturday. I am here, freshly washed hair. Just came downstairs to remove the clippies I have in it, you know, as one does. It's Saturday. It's just about, I guess it's not even morning anymore, is it? Because it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Ow. I am kind of getting ready for my live stream, which is going to be in just about 2 hours, which I'm very excited for. Currently, I'm not actually working on my writing right now. I've started planning the one-shot that I'm going to be hosting. A D&D one-shot for my friends. It's like a Halloween-y one-shot. I'm planning it and I'm hosting it on the 17th of October, which is going to be very fun. It's my first time DMing a game, so I'm nervous about that. Mainly just keeping track of the combat, I think, is the one thing that I'm really worried about, because I'm fine with narrative and character moments. I should be fine with them, so it's fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just like typing out my like description script, kind of how I'm gonna follow as I go through the game with them. But yeah, and I'm also watching some booktube videos. But what do I have to update you on? Not a whole lot. I made it to just over the halfway mark in the Diviners last night. I got to page, I think, 300. And it is so good. I'm loving this book so much. And like, I just love how Libba Bray has like made it that there's so many different puzzle pieces and you don't know how they all connect, but you know they're going to in some way. Like, we have Naughty John, the serial killer. We have Evie. We have Memphis. We have Theta. We have Henry. We have Mabel. We have... oh god, there's like 4 others, but like, you know, like there's this whole cast of characters and they're slowly coming in, and oh, we have Will and Jericho and Sam and Evie, who are all in like one area, and like Mabel and Theta, who are like kind of their friends, and then Memphis, and it's just like how they all come together. I'm excited to see how it all pops together like into a puzzle as it comes through, because we're getting information that's really like crucial to solving these murders, but like they don't realize that the murderer is this like demon guy, you know, as one is. Naughty John, love him. But I love it. The creep factor is just enough. It's balanced with the like 1920s vibes really well. Loving it. Loving it so much. And the audiobook is so good. So I'm listening to that as I crochet my blanket, which is getting very long. I think it's about halfway done now, which is amazing. What else? I think today, besides all my writing that I'm going to be doing, my goal for today is to add another 3,000 words. That's like a reasonable goal to Project Dream. My like extended goal is to add 5,000 words, because I didn't write yesterday, so I'm again falling behind a little bit, and I want to get this done and ready so I can start thinking about what I'm going to be doing for NaNoWriMo, because I don't know what I'm going to be doing for NaNoWriMo, and that scares me a lot. So we will find out, I guess. But today the live stream is going to be just like a catch-up writing sprints type of thing, as I said before. So very, very excited for that. All new things are happening right now. So pumped. After that, I think I'm going to either read more of the Diviners or try and get like a good chunk done of the Kingdom of the Wicked arc. The Carrie Maniscalco arc that I've been talking about for the past like 3 weekends. Yes, very excited about that. But yeah. Just thought I'd pop in with a little update. Let me show you my stack of books that I have on my bedside table. So we have a stack of all the books that I'm currently reading, and that doesn't include the Diviners and the Carrie Maniscalco arc, and also 2 books that I've left on the edge here because I'm just not gonna count them in this. But like, oh my god. So we have Warcross, County Monte Cristo, The House of Mirth, Fallen Kingdoms, and City of Brass, Amber in the Ashes, and then Rebecca, which I also want to get started on, hopefully tomorrow, because I feel like I'm falling behind on that one. It's going to just take me a while to get through it, but you know, all of this. I would really like to actually finish a book, or 2, possibly 3 this weekend, so that I can diminish this pile down, just all down. I might even just try and power through The House of Mirth to get it off my TBR. Am I currently reading, because I've been reading it for so long, as you guys know. But yeah, so that is my Saturday so far, and I will, I guess, update you as the day goes on, as things happen, you know? It's a good time, but yeah. Live stream is done. Oh my god, it was so fun. I was a little worried at the beginning when like nobody showed up, but then Hattie came and joined, and Craig was there for a while, Charles popped in, Sarah popped in, like people kept popping in just to say hi, which made me feel really, really lovely. And then Maddie came in and we had great sprints, really productive. I ended up adding to Project Dream, I think it was 2,895 words. So right now, I think I'm just going to quickly wrap up this scene, add those last 200 or so words to get that 3,000 word mark, and then go and read and relax and stop staring at a screen. But yeah, actually I might continue staring at a screen because I kind of want to read The Kingdom of the Wicked, so that'll be fun. But yeah, great time. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you joined me, if you watched it later, thank you again. Yeah, as I said in my live, I'm going to be hosting another one closer to the end of October. It's going to be October 24th at the same time, 3:00 p.m. It is a Saturday, and it's going to be a Preptober based one because I have no idea what I'm going to be doing for NaNoWriMo, so I need to dedicate some time to plan that out. So yeah, I'm going to get back to this, quickly finish this up, and then go read. Hello friends, good morning, happy Sunday. I am here just hanging out in my room, just showered, you know, getting ready, all that kind of jazziness. I'm a little tired, which is like not news. I just need to stop staying up until 1 in the morning. But yesterday was a valid reason because I was up until like roughly like almost midnight, 11 something, watching Critical Role, and the episode stopped, so I stopped watching it because I know if I started another episode I would just keep going until like 2 in the morning. So I stopped with the purview to read. But then I was like, I haven't stretched my blanket out on the floor in a while. I'm gonna see if it's still even, right? Because you gotta check that it's like actually doing the blanket thing and not like starting to do this. Well, I stretched it out on the floor and it's starting to do that. This side isn't that bad. That side, on the other hand, if it was all the way out, it's like this. So I have to unravel like 30 rows of my crocheting. And I started doing that at 1 in the morning last night because I would leave it if it was not that bad, but it not only does that, but the actual like stitches and the actual stripes are smaller in comparison to the other ones because my tension is too tight. So I'm gonna have to back up and keep going, but I'm gonna be doing that today, unraveling and then restarting from wherever I stopped. And then my goal, because that'll be all by hand and whatever, my goal is to finish as much of the Diviners as I can. So I listen to the audiobook for that as much as I can. I would really like to finish this today. I would also really like to finish the Carrie Maniscalco arc, which I didn't even touch yesterday. I ended up with that like live stream and with just making dinner, because I made dinner, and then like I was just watching Critical Role and crocheting. I just was like, you know what, it's fine. I don't need to read every night. I'm putting too much pressure on myself. So I'm going to try and finish this today, and then the Carrie Maniscalco arc. I would like to at least get to the 50% mark, because I'm still at the 27% mark. Other than that, I have book club today at like 1, but it's virtual, so that's okay. I can continue to like crochet if I've unraveled all my things by then, which I probably will. And then, what else do I have going on? I mean, we're having our Thanksgiving dinner tonight, but there's nobody who's going to be coming for Thanksgiving dinner because, you know, Coronacation. So yeah, that's what my life is right now. I was angrily unraveling my one gray stripe that I did all 2 days ago. Or no, I did most of it yesterday. I was angrily unraveling it at like 12:30 this morning, so I'm going to continue to do that, listen to the audiobook of this, But I think first I'm gonna go get a coffee so I can like actually start my day properly and not sad because I have to unravel most of my blanket. I have also decided, out of my giant stack of books on my bedside table, I am going to temporarily shelve a bunch of books. I'm gonna actually go onto my Goodreads and turn some of them back to want to read and not currently reading, because it's so overwhelming that I am sitting in bed at night and my mind is racing about all the books that I have to read, and I'm going to shrink the list. Let's go over the ones that I'm going to shrink. I think I'm going to take off, oh, there's not many that I can take off, is there? For sure, Fallen Kingdoms, I'm just gonna shelve it, probably go back to it in 2021. And it kills me to say it, but I think I'm gonna have to do it for City of Brass as well. Just because I don't have the urge to read it right now. I have so many that I want to read, and I just don't think I will. And I think that brings it down to like a reasonable amount. I have Warcross, I have my 2 classics that I'm like not worried about, but worried about, you know? And I would love to no longer have An Ember in the Ashes on my currently reading list, but that just means I have to finish reading it, which is fine. And then I would actually like to start seriously reading Rebecca, because I feel like I'm behind on that readathon that's going on, the Rebecca along. And then I have so many books that I would like to start reading, so that's the plan for today. I'm going to take 2 of those off my currently reading list and release the stress a little, put those back on my shelves in the other room because I just don't want to look at them anymore. And then I'm going to try and finish the Diviners today. Roads. We'll go somewhere around here. Just throw it there for now. I need to reflow my shelves eventually. This also goes, it's very dark in here. Chakraborty goes here, but there ain't no room for it, so we're just going on top of all my Cassandra Clare books, because I have no longer any will to have that. I also need to take this off my shelf because we don't support problematic authors anymore, and I'm removing all of her works except for Harry Potter. I don't know what to do with my Harry Potter collection. I love it so much, but that one I will eventually start to bring down, I think. But her other books can be removed from my shelves, so they're no longer on there and problematic. But yes, this is the longest update clip ever, but that's fine. Coffee, unravel my blanket, finish the Diviners. It's gonna be a good Sunday. Friends, it is a little bit later now, and I finished The Diviners by Libba Bray, and I think I found a new favorite book again. You guys, this book was so good. I finished it before Charles, which is fine because he finished Paola before me, so our like buddy reads are even now. This book was so good. I am in awe at the craftsmanship of this story. The world building is impeccable. It feels like I'm in 1920s New York. It feels so real, and the like magical aspect of it is so subtle in this book until you get to like when the puzzle pieces that are all like floating around start shifting together, and like I need the next books. I'm like this close to throwing away my entire October TBR and just reading the entire Diviners quartet because it was so good. It was so good. And oh my god, it was so good. Oh my god, it was so good. And it was so creepy. Like by the end, I was like in a full body sweat because I was so worried and I had no idea what was gonna happen. And I sat there for a few minutes after I finished it thinking about like my rating and what I think of it, and I'm like, no, there's nothing at all that I would change. This is a 5-star. This is a new favorite of mine. Oh, do I need to go to the bookstore tomorrow and get book 2 and 3 and 4? Am I gonna be that person? The only issue is my first copy is the old cover and it's hardback. So I might have to buy the next ones because I know in bookstore I think book 2 is only ever in paperback and it's in the new covers, which I don't particularly like, but I do want to keep reading them. I want to own them all because they're so good and they're so creepy. Perfect for this time of year. I want the next one. Do I also get the audiobook for it? Because I want the next one in my ears because this audiobook was so fabulous. You guys. Oh, I'll have to think about it, but so good. 5 stars. Oh my god, it was so good. You guys, I'm going to be thinking about this forever. The mystery was so good. The suspense was so good. That's my time today. I also finished unraveling the part of my blanket that I needed to unravel. And I've now have only like a quarter of a blanket, where before I had a third, almost a half of a blanket, which is fine. Now I need to make sure that I'm keeping my stitches nice and loose as I go through. But even like this yellow stripe to that yellow stripe, look at the size difference. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the lot of wool. My mom said that maybe it's because I've been like playing with it for like so much and it's been draped over my knee and stuff that it's been stretched out. I don't know, but I'm doing 10 rows of the color. I don't know why it's doing this. Anyways, we're just gonna keep going and make sure I'm not doing any weird stuff. I really want to keep reading, but I also really want to keep crocheting. So what to do? I will let you know a little later what I end up doing. Hey friends, it is now 12:30 in the morning. I had some surprise drama happen. My carbon monoxide detector decided to die on me. So there was a few minutes in there that my whole body like escaped my body and came back in. My whole soul just like escaped and came back in because it was so loud and so surprising. I was not expecting it to beep that loud. But that was fun. But I ended up actually finishing another read. Warcross. I listened to the entire audiobook of this and it was good. I have to think on my rating for a bit. I have never read a book with a video game aspect to it, and it was so interesting. I guess this kind of counts as sci-fi, right? It's YA sci-fi instead of YA fantasy. Yeah, this is definitely sci-fi because it deals with like futuristic technology and stuff, which was super fun. The story was really cool. I enjoyed it. So I'll have to update you on the rating later, but yeah. As of now, I'm going to finish my row of crocheting and go to bed. Finished 2 reads today, as I wanted to do. One of them wasn't the read that I had said originally, but that's fine. Tomorrow's Monday. It is Thanksgiving Monday. but I think my friends want to hang out in the afternoon, so I might go over there for a bit, over to my friend Yelene's. But other than that, just more reading and more writing. Didn't do any writing today. Oh, so I gotta get back on that train tomorrow and keep that up. And I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Happy Monday. It is just about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I am here. It is a bright sunny day. Very bright out. We just went for a little drive around to see some things. We like to do drives occasionally. I have no reading news, obviously, because I haven't done any reading yet today, but my plan is to get a good chunk done of the Carrie Maniscalco arc, Kingdom of the Wicked. And I have my iPad ready for me to go. What else? I don't really know. Don't have a lot going on. My friends and I are not getting together this afternoon because, you know, COVID. We've decided to be responsible and not get together just because the cases in our province are really rising, and we just don't want to. I don't want to put my friends at risk because I myself work outside of the house. Both my parents work outside of the house and neither of them do, so I was like, let's just not. So we're not. I just filmed an Instagram reel, or actually 2 Instagram reels. It's part 3 and part 4 of my fall recommendations that I'm doing in reel form. I have not given any more thought to my rating for Warcross, so let's do it now. Let's give it a think. I think I'm gonna give it I think I'm gonna give it a 3.5 star. I don't know. It was good, entertaining, and all that, but it just wasn't my favorite, which is fine. So 3.5 star. That's very solidly entertaining and very good. I'm gonna fill in my bullet journal for Warcross that I read yesterday, and I'm gonna read. I swear, I'm gonna read. And I'm very excited about it because I would like to get this done so that I can focus on Rebecca and the next book's coming up. So amazing. But yeah, I'll catch up with you guys a little later. Hi friends, I'm now going to close out this vlog because I have been editing this vlog and I realized that it is already close to 30 minutes long, if not now over 30 minutes long with this clip. So we're gonna see if I can edit it down a little bit more, but I know it doesn't bother everybody when it's over 30 minutes, so that's fine. But I wanted to close out this vlog anyways because it is almost the time for me to export and upload my vlog for tomorrow morning, so that's amazing. But yeah, this weekend was very productive reading wise. I ended up finishing 2 books. I did both Warcross, since it's on top. I finished Warcross by Marie Lu, and I finished The Diviners by Libba Bray, which arguably great time. Arguably a fantastic weekend. I was feeling all the fall vibes, feeling all the creepy vibes. This weekend was also my very first writing live stream, which made me so happy that you guys joined in and you guys are watching it and enjoying it now afterwards. And I'm very excited to host another one, so make sure you guys mark your calendars for the 24th because there will be another one. So come join me and prep for Preptober, or just read, write, do whatever you want in it. It's a productivity stream, but it'll be Preptober focused, I guess, answering questions about Preptober and all that kind of stuff. So that'll be super great. I hope you guys have a lovely day, whatever time it is where you are, and I hope to catch you in another video soon. Stay kind and keep on reading.